If you're a driver here in the UK, you know the feeling, right? That annual car insurance bill lands on the doormat, and it's just one of the biggest expenses you'll face all year. But what if the single most important decision you make about that cost happens before you even think about getting a quote? Well, let's dive in.
Seriously, we all ask this question. You've got fuel, tax, maintenance, motoring costs a small fortune. But for most of us, it's that insurance premium that really hits the hardest. It can feel so complicated and, honestly, completely out of your control. But I'm telling you, it really doesn't have to be.
You see, the key to all of this is understanding that insurers use a kind of secret code to set the price for every single car on the road. And once you know how to crack that code, you suddenly have the power to save a serious amount of cash.
And here it is. The secret code is all about car insurance groups. Every single car model sold in the UK gets put into a group by a panel of experts. Now, this isn't just some random number. It's a direct reflection of how risky, and because of that, how expensive that specific car is to insure.
And the system is beautifully simple. It's just a scale from 1 to 50. Cars in Group 1, they're the absolute cheapest to insure. Cars way up in Group 50, the most expensive. All you have to remember is this: the lower the number, the happier your bank account is going to be.
This chart really lays it all out, doesn't it? For the cheapest possible insurance, you're aiming for that top row, Groups 1 to 10. We're talking small city cars here. Now compare that to the bottom row, Groups 41 to 50, which is where all the high-performance sports cars live. The difference in your annual premium can literally be thousands of pounds.
So, how does a car get into one of those super desirable low groups? Well, first up is the car's price tag. For an insurer, the logic is dead simple. If the car is cheaper for them to replace after it's been written off, the potential payout is lower, which means your premium is lower too. Next up, repair costs. You know, cars with simple engineering and parts that are easy to get hold of are an insurer's dream. No fancy electronics or specialized bits and pieces means smaller repair bills for them, which, you guessed it, translates directly into lower insurance costs for you.
This one's a biggie: performance. A car with a massive engine and a crazy high top speed is just seen as a much higher accident risk, statistically speaking. It's exactly why cars with smaller, more sensible engines almost always land in those cheaper, much more affordable insurance groups.
And here's where the car makers can actually help you out. A car that's tough to steal, thanks to a good alarm or an immobilizer, is just less of a risk. And it's the same story for modern safety features that can help prevent an accident from even happening in the first place. Less risk equals less cost. All right, enough of the theory. We've cracked the code, we know what insurers are looking for, so let's get to the really good stuff. The actual cars that are consistently the cheapest to get insured on in the UK.
Kicking things off, we've got the Hyundai i10. This little car is a perfect example of low-cost motoring. It's reliable, it's super efficient, and, most importantly, a lot of the models sit right down in insurance groups 1 to 3. It's just a fantastic and very, very smart choice.
Next, let's talk about the Kia Picanto. It really shares a lot of the i10's best features. It's practical, it's affordable, and yep, many models are in those lowest insurance groups. It is absolutely no surprise that this is a massive favorite for new and young drivers who are trying to slash those painfully high first-time premiums. And then we have the Toyota Aygo. Now, Toyota's reputation for absolutely rock-solid reliability is a huge plus for insurers. To them, it just means less risk of paying out on expensive claims. That, plus its simple design, makes it another top-tier choice for keeping your insurance bill to a minimum.
The Dacia Sandero. It's famous for being one of the cheapest new cars you can possibly buy, and that low price tag directly helps it get a low insurance grouping. It's the definition of getting excellent value for your money.
And finally, a car that you see absolutely everywhere, the Ford Fiesta. Now, a quick heads up, not all Fiestas are cheap to insure, but, and this is the crucial part, the entry-level models with the smaller engines often fall right into those low insurance groups. So you get a super popular, great-to-drive car, but without that scary premium. Look, choosing the right car is your single most powerful move, but it's not your only one. Once you've actually got the car, there are still a few extra tricks up your sleeve to shave even more money off that annual bill. Here are 4 really quick ones. First, protect that no-claims bonus. It is the biggest single discount you can possibly get. Second, think about a black box policy to prove you're a safe driver. Third, be realistic about your annual mileage. Why pay to insure miles you aren't even driving? And finally, this is so important. Never, ever just let your insurance auto-renew.
always shop around every single year because loyalty almost never pays in the insurance game.
So there we have it. We've gone through the system, the cars, and the extra tips. But really, it all boils down to one simple but really powerful idea.
And this is it right here. It's not just about the monthly car payment or how good it is on fuel. Thinking about the insurance group right from the very start of your car buying journey can save you hundreds, maybe even thousands of pounds year after year. So the main takeaway today is this. You are now in control. You know the code, you know what the insurers are looking for, and you know which cars fit the bill. The only question left is, what money-saving choice are you going to make?